I had 3 days off between Ransom Canyon and the Long Walk, and I read the book 3 times, and I got into the headspace. I knew how intense this was going to be, and I remember finishing. I remember like standing there on set with Ben Wong, who played Olsen in the movie, and standing on set, and we was 100-degree heat in Manitoba, and we're all in costume in our boots, and we're walking back and forth. We walked 12 miles that day, and I remember him looking to me, and he said, "What did we just get ourselves into?" And I remember thinking the same exact thing. But look, to prepare for this, it's for me finding that character, finding the voice, finding the walk. What is it like for your body to walk after 300 miles? What does it look like to build that gradually? What is it like day one, day two, day three? And of course, Stebbins gets sick throughout the film. So what is it like to play this physicality of being sick? And believe it or not, I had an upper respiratory infection when I taped for this initially, and so all of my snot and stuff in the audition, that was all real. And in fact, I think it might have been a blessing because I think it made it more convincing. I mean, yeah, our shoes ended up being, I mean, our saving grace. I mean, I never thought that I would become best friends with asphalt, but I will tell you, the asphalt of Manitoba became my best friend because that was my salvation at the end of these takes. You just sit down on the ground and you just lay there. I mean, by the end of each week, we had walked 50 miles, and this just compounds on itself, and you're acting all the while doing this. There was one day when dear buddy Damon, who played Rank in the film, I was like, "Hey guys, I think there's something in my shoe," and he pulls off his Converse, and his socks are filled with blood. So like what you see on screen is real. I mean, we were getting sunburned. They told us at the beginning, rain, snow, shine, cold, we're shooting. And whatever the conditions are, we'll be doing it overnight, whatever it might be. And we were in it together. And while you see this camaraderie play out on the screen with the boys, behind the scenes, that was all prevalent as well. I mean, these were my brothers. This We were all trauma bonded by this experience, and it means so much to me to get to share this with them and to see the response be so positive for all the hard work that we put in and went through together. We would go get Dairy Queen on Fridays, and we would go get Blizzards at the end of the day, which was really sweet. But in a way, when these boys would get their death day, is what we called it. We would all get, the ADs would give us a button that said, it's my death day, and we would get balloons, and everybody like knew that it was that day, and it was both a celebration and also like a grievance at times. Like it made me sad, and in some ways, it made me jealous because I knew that these boys would get to stop walking and these boys would get to go home. And I think that's probably partially the character speaking in my brain as well, being like, jealous of these boys that get to end this walk and take a nap and sleep in. Some of our call times were like 3 in the morning, and we would just start walking and keep going. And it was a celebration every day on that set for all the hard work that we all put in. Yeah. I got the call that I booked the long walk my final day on Ransom Canyon season one. And so I was driving to Waffle House to meet my castmates for a final farewell dinner. We just, a job well done on this season. And on the car ride over to that Waffle House, I got a call from my agent saying that they wanted me for Stebbins in the long walk. And I got to arrive to that Waffle House with the greatest news, what felt like of my career, and share that with the friends who I actually taped with for this audition. My cast from Ransom Canyon went out to the desert with me, and we all shot this tape together. And it was a team effort from the beginning, and even now, it's a team effort making this film. And it was truly like a dream come true. I did a Zoom with Francis. I had read the book before I got on this Zoom, and it was, my big farewell scene basically that I was having to do that monologue. And I auditioned for Barkovich initially, and Charlie Plummer did an incredible job bringing him to life. And the casting director, Rich D'Elia, was like, "Hey, who in this movie do you respond to?" And I said Stebbins. And so I got an audition for Stebbins, and it felt like a match made in Stephen King heaven. And the fact that I get to bring this character to life, this beloved character, is truly a wild dream come true.